Every morning, I just try to remind myself, okay, what are things that we are doing right? And what are the things that, we can improve upon? And Hey folks, welcome back to my Mommy's Life channel, where I share with you guys my journey as a first-time mom, dentist, and business owner. Today's video is going to be a little bit different because I'm not going to be so much mom focused in how I handle raising a child and working. Today is going to be strictly about work. So it's going to be perfect for all you managers out there, supervisors, business owners especially. I want to share with you guys a little bit of my roller coaster and what I'm going through right now and how I'm handling everything. So basically, if you guys haven't been following on Facebook, which I highly recommend you guys do, you guys may not know that I'm not only the business owner of one dental clinic, I am the business owner of 2 dental clinics. And it's not just doubling the work, it has multiplied and magnified the amount of work that we have to do. And the hardest part lately is dealing with a lot of little mistakes or little inefficiencies that we were able to correct or kind of work around when I only had one practice. All of a sudden, all these little things are magnifying and it's compounding, and it's not just a little mistake anymore, or one mistake or 5 minutes of inefficiency. It's become like half an hour or many times of mistakes. And so it's become a little bit stressful and intense at times. And so I wanted to share with you guys a couple of my tips that help me get through all of this, because I know we will. It's just challenging right now. So my tip number 1 is I've really started being grateful, as well as seeing, okay, what is positive about the situation. Because as a business owner or as a manager, I feel like everybody looks to you for that comfort, that security net, and that positivity, that motivation that everybody needs, especially when we're deep in the trenches, which is what we are right now. We're very much head in the trenches, and they need from us that reassurance that, hey, the end goal, our vision, the mission, it's out there and we're gonna get to it, but right now it's just very challenging, and we gotta overcome these adversities. So that's my number 1 thing. I feel like every morning I just try to remind myself, okay, what are things that we are doing right, and what are the things that we can improve upon. And notice that I didn't say what are the things that we're doing terrible at. So everything that is not exactly going as expected, I'm trying to use transformational vocabulary to basically put a positive spin on it, to make it in an encouraging way. I try to use words that will help me actually spin that negativity into positivity and get us in the right direction. So I don't say that, we suck, that this is not working. Instead, I say, okay, these are challenges. These are things that we need to tweak a bit. And how are we going to do that? So I immediately change it from problem focused to solution focused, because I've noticed that amongst my most amazing teammates, and I love all my teammates, none of them are going to be as encouraged as me or the supervisors. They, at the end of the day, they really need us to be that support system for them. And so it all starts from you. If you can get yourself there, it's gonna be way more easy to get your team back in the right mindset. So that's really important. And I know it's really hard, and I feel for you, because there are days where I'm like, who's going to encourage me? Who's going to tell me that things are going to be okay? Because some days I really don't know if it's going to be okay. And that's the very, honest truth. And I think that's a lot of business owners, and entrepreneurs is going to go through that, because there are some days where it seems so bad that you wonder, why did we even do this? And sometimes you just want to fold up shop and, just call it a day. You just want to brush it under the rug and pretend it's not going to be there. And there are some things where we tried to do that. We're like, oh, it's okay. It'll be fine. It'll work itself out. And it won't. It just comes back and bites you even stronger. So, you know, face it head on, keep it solution based. That's very important. Don't focus on the problem. Focus on, okay, what can we do to fix this? Okay. So that's not my number one tip. My number two tip is something that I've done from a very early age, way back in college, while all my classmates were pulling all-nighters, studying, you know, hours and hours on end. I was the type of person, and I'm not saying that, you know, I've got a photographic memory or I'm just super smart and I don't get it. I just basically really prioritize what's most important. I say that I'm going to study from this time to this time. I'm in bed by 11. And that's just what I do. That's my structure. I say that whatever I've learned up until this hour is what I'm going to know. Me staying up until 2 a.m. is not going to help me because chances are I'm not going to remember it anyways. And I have a lot of friends, colleagues, and they just say, I can't sleep at night, or I don't get enough sleep. And one of the biggest things for me is I have to get my sleep. Maybe it comes from the fact that I was always the type of person that needed a lot of sleep. So when I hit that 10:30, 11 at the latest mark, I'm in bed. And when I get into bed, I leave everything at the door. Just like how I leave all my drama and everything at the door before I go to work, I leave all my problems at the bedroom door, and I don't take it to bed with me. That's just my rule. I don't take problems into bed because then you're just up thinking about it and it stirs, and then before you know it, you're tossing and turning and it's 4:30 in the morning and you haven't slept all night. So that's one thing that I really, really try hard. I just tell myself, hey, if the world's going to come crashing down, it's going to happen tomorrow. But right now I'm going to sleep. And I just block it out. And it takes practice. And I think a lot of people will recommend things like meditation, that type of thing. And I think over time, I just naturally have developed a little bit of that, where I've just learned to block it out. And it does take practice because all those little things, all the things that happen during the day, they keep wanting to creep back in and keep you up at night. So that has really been a big part in my success and how I've been able to continue to get my sleep, which is so, so important, and keep me from, you know, being stressed 24/7. It's because I have that sacred time where I know that if I'm laying in bed, I'm going to be at peace and I'm going to deal with everything that I need to deal with tomorrow. So that's one of my biggest tips for you guys. You know, don't take it to bed with you, okay? So that's what I've got for you today. I hope you guys find this helpful. I know that it's tough at times when everybody is, you know, looking to you for answers and you may not have the answers, but you just got to keep going out there on the battlefield with that smile, with that attitude, like, okay, I'm gonna solve it. Because if you fall, everybody's gonna come crashing down with you. So make sure that you stay positive, you stay motivated, because that's the only way out. So make sure that if you haven't done so already, subscribe to this channel so that you never miss when I post a new video. I hope you guys have a nice rest of the day and get out there and keep going. Bye.